This is K-A-Y-L-A-N, better known as Professor Cygnus and Angels. And my angels and I are as one human being. I know it is beyond that sight you are seeing. We're doing very good, my miracles, my wonderful angels. And we will be putting together a human anatomy or a brain anatomy puzzle. Very good. So we just got done cutting this out. Great diligence, and if you all want to make a brain anatomy puzzle as well, go ahead and take a screen photo of this. And make sure to print that out and cut. Very good. So now we've made several of these. Now just to make sure that all of the pieces are here. Now we have the eye. Then we have the optic nerve, the optic chiasm. Then we have the olfactory nerve. Very good. And the olfactory nerve will wrap around that optic nerve there. Very good. So this is the second one. We had another one that we had to cut out, but this one is the one we just recently cut out. Very good. After we have the olfactory nerve wrapped around, we want to space these pieces out here. Flip over all of the pieces. Very good. The brainstem, the septum pellucidum, pituitary gland, because we're doing what we can. Very good. Here we have the olfactory nerve, the eyes, so we know the iris. Very good. Over the eye. Very good. And the pupil goes in the middle, and it looks like we did not cut that. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the pieces. So connected to the olfactory nerve goes the septal nuclei and the amygdala. So we have the pituitary gland because we're doing what we can. The pituitary gland goes underneath the optic chiasm. Very good. So we have the pupil, the iris, the eye, the optic nerve, the optic chiasm. Then we have the olfactory nerve. Do not forget the oculomotor. It helps with the eye movements. Very good. Then we have the amygdala, stria terminal, septal nuclei. Thank you, my miracles, for how hard we try. We have the longitudinal stria. Then we have the hippocampus. Do not forget the thalamus. Then we have the fornix. Very good. Then we have the corpus callosum at the top, and the diligence just does not seem to stop. Then we have the septum pellucidum. Then we have the cerebellum. Then we have the brainstem. Then we have the pons, and the list goes on and on. Do not forget the nerves because we need them, and they will be next to the brainstem. We have the trigeminal nerve next to the pons. Then we have the facial nerve. Very good. Found that. Great diligence. Then we have the vestibulocochlear nerve that goes next to the facial. Very good. Then we have the glossopharyngeal nerve. Then we have the vagus nerve, moving the gastrointestinal. Then we have the hypoglossal nerve. Then we have the spinal nerve. Then we have the abductor nerves underneath the pons. And the list goes on and on. Then we have the accessory nerve, moving the things like the shoulders. Very good. I think that you always envision that. Very good. And now we have almost completed. Then we cut around the pupils on the line. Thank you, my miracles, for how hard we try. Very good. Trying to hold you all on the chin, underneath our chin and our chest. We show our very best. Yet that is very difficult to hold on to everything. Remember that the tripod is broken, so it's more difficult with the tripod. Turn that around, very good. Then we cut this now. And then we put the pupil in the middle. Very good. So let's do the pointing. We have the pupil, the iris, the eye. We have the optic nerve, the optic chiasm. We have the olfactory nerve. Do not forget the oculomotor. We have the amygdala, the stria terminals. Then we have the septal nuclei. Thank you, my miracles, for how hard we try. We have the longitudinal stria. Then we have the hippocampus. We have the fornix. Then we have the thalamus. Then we have the corpus callosum, the septopellucidum. Then we have the cerebellum. Do not forget the pituitary gland, because we do everything we can. Then we have the pons. The list goes on and on. We have the trigeminal nerve. Then we have the facial nerve. Then we have the vestibulocochlear nerve. Then we have the glossopharyngeal nerve, the vagus nerve, moving things like the gastrointestinal. Then we have the hypoglossal. Then we have the spinal nerve. Do not forget the brainstem, because these nerves, you know we need them. Then we have the accessory nerve, moving the things like the shoulders. Very good, well put together, because we're better together. Very good. And now that we have done that, very good. Can you just stay, Alicia, the telephone? Okay, so where are we going to keep all of that? This paper here. So first, what we are going to do is we are going to fold this paper from one corner to the edge of the paper. Very good. Until that has formed a triangle. So this excess piece can either be cut off or folded. So instead of cutting that, we are going to fold this. Make sure that the fold is close to the crease and edge. Very good, just like this. So we have the corner of the paper folded, so we want a square. So what we will do is fold this in the middle. Very good. We are making a cup out of origami. Very good. So now we have our triangle. So you just need a square paper just like this. We'll fold this in half like a triangle. So there will be, imagine a top triangle here at the very top of the pyramid. So what we want to do is we want to grab each corner and meet that to the edge of the triangle, to the opposing corner of the triangle there. So usually if this triangle was here, that line would not be crooked. Very good. So we'll flatten it. Very good. So there's a top triangle. You want to meet this corner, each corner meets the